we extended our property because initially we were looking to move house. From looking at properties over about a year, we just couldn't find something that ticked all the boxes like ours did with regards to location and plot. But we really wanted that large kitchen diner for a growing family. So because we couldn't find a property we wanted to buy, we considered extending. So initially we were just going to extend our existing kitchen, but lockdown was a blessing, and from having so much time in our garden, we actually decided to change the whole layout of the house. So actually it turned into a much bigger project than we initially were going to do, but it's meant that we've kept all of our garden and we've got this huge space that we really wanted. So yeah, we extended instead of moving, and from still looking at the property market, there isn't a house that's come up that we like more than our current one with our new fab extension.
We're just looking at the whole market, weren't we, and looking for builders, and saw a property that we had looked at up the road and looked at. It was a really nice extension, and from just doing research we saw that and getting quotes that was RGB, and then RGB came over to give us a quote and talk stuff through with us, and probably give us a point in the right direction really, because it wasn't something that we really knew what we wanted. So we needed a little bit of help and guidance.
Yeah, it was definitely through lockdown. We were because I just had a baby, we couldn't walk that far, and we saw a really nice extension, and then somehow came across your Facebook page, and I said, oh look, that's that really nice extension from around the corner. And then it turned out that friends of ours had decided to go with you as well. So we went out to tender, didn't we? We had 3 or 4 builders come out to quote, and RGB, I don't know if I should necessarily say this, RGB weren't necessarily the cheapest, but we just had that gut feel, and there was something about Rob that made us trust him. He was really personable. He came round for a meeting with us to discuss the project and costs, and we've literally never done any type of renovation work. We haven't even fitted like a new bathroom, nothing at all. So we didn't know anything about a build, and Rob was just really patient and talked us through it all, and it was just a gut feel that we had. I think we just trusted him, didn't we? And yeah, it was an easy decision, I think.
I think as well, like from investing a huge amount of money on something that you're not too sure about, I got, out of all of the builders that we got, out of a wide range of costs and everything, Rob kind of helped us decide on design as well, and gave me confidence that what we were doing, he could make it work, whereas other builders, I don't think I got that as much.
It was like paying quotes, that's it.
Yeah,
no conversation.
I think there was a bit more invested interest in it and kind of saw the potential in it.
Yeah. Communication with Rob was really good. I felt like he was on hand 24/7, whether it was text messages, phone calls, both ways. It wasn't us chasing him, but he was really easy to contact. Very rarely had to leave answer phone message. He always picked up, and if we left an answer phone message, he always came back to us really quickly. We were never waiting.
From the start all the way through as well, it wasn't just from getting a quote to help us decide to use. When the project started, if you couldn't get people on site for whatever reason that was, communicated saying that, so we always knew where we were and what was happening throughout the kind of process, and if something needed to happen, he'd try and give us as much warning as we could to make it kind of run smoothly, so we kind of knew where we were. Yeah, great. I think everything that we talked through was as expected. A few of the things that I wasn't anticipating to happen actually came into the project and got done as part of it, so I think that kind of finished it off. where we were kind of combining 2 rooms into one. I wasn't anticipating some of the stuff getting done, but the quality of everything that was done kind of met or maybe exceeded expectations across the whole piece. And I think some of the stuff that we weren't too sure what we wanted, we had real help and guidance throughout to help kind of bring the whole vision together from RGB.
Yeah, I'd say really high quality and high standards with the quality. There's nothing that we've had to touch up ourselves or get other people in, down to all parts of the build, like the build itself, the plastering, flooring. We haven't had to have tweaks, have we? The overall experience with RGB Construction from start to finish was brilliant. So from going out to tender, to the quote, to the work starting, to finishing, I would recommend them. And whilst Rob is over filming this, I have inquired about a loft conversion, so I would definitely use them again myself. I found when we were looking around with friends for builders, nobody could recommend their builder, could they? Nobody was like, hand on heart, yeah, I would recommend my builder to a friend, whereas I really would, and I would use RGB Construction again.
Yeah, and I think given it was our first time, when things we felt were going in the wrong direction, we had support and guidance and confidence that things would be okay. For example, when architecture needed to change, RGB helped out and we got it through, and when things altered and changed, it always seemed to kind of get confidence that it would be okay, and we worked our way through it. And I think the whole end-to-end piece, bearing in mind the climate that we were in, couldn't really be faulted at all.
And also, I feel like we keep talking about Rob, but actually all of the boys with RGB were brilliant. And we had this extension done whilst kind of lockdown was, tailing off. So Gareth was working from home, I was on maternity leave, so we were always at home. And all the boys, we actually felt like we had friends over, didn't we? And it kind of helped us through that time as well. It was really difficult going in and out of lockdowns and restrictions, and it helped us actually, having such nice boys here. They were really friendly. They were just a pleasure to have around. It didn't feel like they were in our way. I think everybody was brilliant. Great
team that kept themselves to themselves or kind of helped us out whenever we needed anything. Yeah, great team.